Well, today is Wednesday, and we're going to get started on this. Yeah, last night I cleaned all this area up, took the dozer and just kind of smoothed it all up. Took the brush and the trees off of it, or shoot, the brush and the little pieces of tree here and there. I just kind of smoothed it up, just roughed it in. They're supposed to come and take these trees down, this line right here, leave easements here, but they're just taking trees down. And there's on the other property owner, so is that one. I'd leave them, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 7 in there. I mean, I wouldn't leave all of them, but definitely hope they leave easements. I think easements are going to be pretty. They're going to clean up nice. I think they'll clean up real nice, but yeah, take these ones out. Kind of dropped the ball on that one there. But yeah, take these ones out, but leave these other ones. That's one to talk about. He's greasing everything up. We'll go over here, we're gonna feed the fire. We'll get the fire bill back up, get it burning. Let's get rid of this rest of this brush today. And we're gonna start at the culverts. Got us a couple 24-inch culverts laying over there by the service truck. We'll get them brought out here in a few. Start laying them in here and getting them covered up. I got a little bit of time here. I gotta scrape all this topsoil and all these sticks and everything off. I got to scrape all that, windrow that down next to the bottom. I'll windrow that out right in there. And then when I get done building the road, I'll use it for topping, and I'll pull it all back up. We're going to try not to cut in to this toe very much at all. Mostly just going to build a bench in here, cut a keyway on this lower part, and then we'll get our fill material from out here and bring it out. And we'll basically build this road onto a key. I think that'll be better, because I don't know. I'd say with a few rocks sticking out here and there, I'd say there's probably some good dirt, some good rocky dirt in here. But I don't want to take a chance. And, I mean, I could be wrong. I see this water coming out of this hill right here. So I'd say there's probably a seam of rock. That's where that water's coming from, is a seam of rock in there. It'd be nice if that seam of rock is shallow. If it's shallow, like 2 feet down or so, then we'll be in good shape. We'll be able to build in here easy. But if it's 3, 4, 5, 6 feet deep, then you could have a problem, because typically what'll happen is that rock will sweat, and then that dirt will slide off of it. And you're building your road on that dirt, on that rock, and it slides off, and then of course you got a failure, you got a slip, you got a slide failure. So we're gonna try to avoid that. Like I think I said yesterday, we need to make sure that we want to try to maintain this in here, because we may have to use some of that to key our culvert, lock our culvert in place. I don't know where exactly. Ideally, I'd like to put maybe the intake of the culvert on this side of that tree somewhere pretty close. And then that'll give us the center line. I think I'm standing in the center line of the road. The center line of the road is about right where I'm standing at. So if you can kind of visualize the road, let me find my bearings in my camera and in the real life here. Right there is the corner of the curve. So you want to back down. About right in here is going to be the center line of the road. And then that's going to be the center of your culverts. I got 2 20-foot joints. 24-inch should handle about the water flow coming off of this. I'm pretty confident in it that it'll handle the water flow. It probably could have went a little bit bigger, but I mean, most of the time I'm not seeing very much water. I'm not seeing very much wash, which indication of heavy runoff. I'm not seeing that. So I think we'll be fine. We gotta get the rest of that brush burnt over there, and we can start cleaning up that area. I'm gonna work on the road while we're working on the brush, and then that way when we're done, we get over here and get the road and stuff put in, then we can go over and start cutting that bench out and start building all that over there, so it'll all kind of work out hand in hand, teamed up. But I'm gonna try to get you guys some footage. I did get the GoPro. I got the GoPro out, and so we're good on that. I'll try to set the GoPro up today and maybe get some outside the cab footage, which everybody knows that when I do GoPro footage is it's going to be a different video. I don't mingle my GoPro with my phone footage because I don't have the editing software figured out yet, and it's too big of a pain in the butt to do. But we're gonna get back up here. Mikey's up here finishing up, lubing everything, and let's get this fire built up first thing, and then we'll get to work on building this road. So busy day today, man. I've been looking forward to moving some dirt. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice. Guys, hold tight. Well, I'm out here to get our culverts so we can get this creek crossing put in. Well, it ain't a creek, it's just a dry creek bed. So Mikey's gonna take them out there and drop them off, and then get this started before we start building the road. Get all these set and locked in good. Getting started. Okay, we got our culvert set. Now we're going to kind of backfill them here, lock them in real good, so that way, whenever we are building, that way whenever we're doing the dozer up here, we don't have to worry about it falling off. Make sure we keep the dirt pretty clean. This kind of dirt right here, it's going to pack in around it real easy. That's the reason why we use gravel, or it'll fall out there. I'm going to kind of key this in and notch this out right here and give it a little bit better compaction, and it'll let me give some easy to get to material here to keep this locked in. And that's basically all I do. I just kind of put some little mounds on top of the pipe, and then that way it kind of shakes down there a little bit as you're working it. Got the pipes in line, everything's good. I put that, kind of raised the creek, the dry bed up here. I raised it up pretty good, so that way we don't have to bury this culvert, 8 feet in the ground. The way this dry bed was cut in here, it could kind of be aggravating. See, it's got some good rocky soil underneath a lot of this. That's what I'm trying to get into. I'll just peel this here off, throw it off to the side. This is all topsoil and tree roots. We'll use that to reclaim with. Just take us another one off. That way we don't have to fight with that too much. And then before I get out of the excavator in a minute, and I go over and get on the dozer and I start working all this, I'll actually peel all this stuff back away from the culvert. That way I don't have to worry about accidentally maybe shoving in a big gob of something in there and it compromising our culvert. That's basically all I do here, is just kind of keep making sure I get plenty of dirt around it, and that way it don't ride off. Let's see if we can get that out there. That's a pretty big piece. Throw that out here to the side. Mikey went back over there to put up our tools we was using. The only thing I like to do is I like to make sure I got dirt on both sides of that culvert. course, this is all good and dry stuff in here, so it ain't floating. Kind of digging a little bit of a hole right there. I don't really like to do that. Cave this side in now around it. That stuff will fill. That stuff will fill in right around there. I mean, be good enough for the girls I go with. Needs rain on this job here. If we're doing a job for like a tower company, we actually backfill all that with 57s. But tower companies tend to have a little bit more in their budget for things. That big old gob right here. No, I think it's just about got it all locked in, I think. Start at that elevation with building, and then we run the roller and stuff in here, and it'll be all good and compacted. Just kind of straighten that up a little bit. That way it don't ride up out there. That's the main thing. You don't want that culvert to get upset from up out there. And probably get by one more. Thin spots right there. Shale right in there, that'd be a good feel. There we go. Let's get just a little bit more on this side. That's got a good key in there now. That's a good square key. We can build on that. We'll get us about 18 inches of dirt or so on top of that culvert before we start rolling. Be sufficient. Stuff in it right there, but I think that'll be fine. Big old rock, make sure we mash it and get it on top of the culvert. Good, there we go, there we go. I'll move down that way and straighten that side up and get this up here on the top. Get that good and squared up. Whenever you start building it, it'll all be compacted. Compacted, you won't have to worry about it moving around on you. If this was a heavy erosion prone area, then we would rip wrap all these ends. But this, I'd say this area don't even see water probably more than about a month out of the year. See, that looks pretty good. All the way down. Give myself a little walking stick here. Pretty close to that edge. See, I'm gonna dredge all this. I'll cut all this out, slope all this. That'll make her look nice. We should end up with about 25 to 28 feet of finished product on top of this, where I went with a little bit wider culvert. It cost me a little bit more money, but see, we got a good bench cut all the way across the. Okay, guys, hold tight. All right, guys, we got our culverts locked in good. We got our bench cut in here good, to be able to push the fill in and to be able to roll it in. Got all that locked up, got all that done. So let's go over here. Got Mikey over here. He's cleaning up material, cleaning up. We're going to build a road with the skid steer. Let's go over here and feed the fire one good time, and then walk out here and get the dozer and start building this road. Get this road in here. Bobby. I like to usually try to go eat lunch or be eating lunch. We're going to go get lunch by 11, so she give us enough time to get a little bit done before we go to lunch. So, we got, see Mary shoving everything up. Shove it all up that way I can use it to, when I go to tap his fire, fill his fire over. I got some pretty good material to fill with. And you know, over here, really a bit of an extended yard anyway, so it's perfect. But fire has been letting it burn down. I ain't been keeping it popping real good and high because I'm afraid of the fire pit. So go over here and let's gather us some brush and feed the fire. Okay, got the culvert in, got it locked in, got the bench built. Got a keyway cut in on both sides. So I got it all socketed that way. When I start putting my feel in, it'll all key in. It's hard to compact in a round plug. Like if you take a tree out, it's gonna have a round hole most of the time. And then the bottom of it will be rounded because of the root ball. Well, when you take trees out, you gotta go back in there and you actually gotta kind of square it up, square your plug up. Then you got to build a ramp to ramp the dirt down into it and then compact it as you come back up. That's the proper way, and it'll stay. So if you go on the side of a hill, you take a tree out and then you don't cut the hill out, you just want to, just push dirt back up in it. Well, it don't work. You'll have slips or sinkholes at the least. So got all that done. Let's go out here. Let's fire the dozer up and get started on pushing. I think I'll come out here and windrow all that topsoil off first. And then I think I'm gonna cut my keyway in. Anything that I cut out of my keyway, I'll use it to kind of help cover the culvert and build the culvert back up. That way I can build it all and roll it all at one time. I don't have to try to roll in different phases. It can all just be rolled in at one time. So that's the plan. It's almost lunchtime, and I think I really want to try one of those burgers from Sheetz, but I always end up wussing out and ordering hot dogs. So we'll see. Let's get her pusher fired up. Well, we're filling everything up here. Been pushing pretty hard today. Kind of see the road there. Got the culvert in. We've been rolling on top of it now, keeping it lifted up. We've done a lot today. We've got a lot done today. And can't wait till tomorrow so we can really get a full day in there and get this road finished up. So I'll try to go out yonder and get a couple clips